Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Arjuna Saputra. I am from PK class, and here I will be give you what I read in the journal. Journal number one is teachers' roles in implementing comparative learning in teaching English to senior high school students. Comparative learning is a synthetic learning method that has been designed or completed by the government. Comparative learning is educational innovation science that learning emphasis of active and compact learning in a discussion group. In this learning approach, a student should be able to express his opinion in this group discussion so that learning looks more active and fast than passive. This research used comparative research to describe the teacher roles in implementing comparative learning as education innovation in teaching English. Therefore, the description focuses on the description of teachers' roles and how to implement those two roles when applied comparative learning as educational innovation. The treatment of the data collection in this research were up the interview or observation. The data here had the analytics used the authority of Jones and Johnson and 187 about teacher roles and comparative learning. The teacher roles of instructor must be synchronous in the order to active learning purpose as the first the future's research. It is suggested to continue this research on the effectiveness of teachers' roles in implementing comparative learning to students' learning achievement. Developing methods of comparative learning methodology in pre-service teacher education as suitable paths for teaching profession. There is a growing interest in the study of active methodologies, especially comparative learning. It will be allowed for skill related to positive interdependence between the components of a group, individual responsibility, the acknowledgement of interaction, and development of social skill to put into practice. The site participants comparative learning procedure, instrument description, procedure and data analysis. Regarding future works, we propose the concluding of the student from a longitudinal perspective to know the evolution of opinion of the respondents. It will also be important to make comparative students between different educational systems, cultures, or countries. Journal number 3. Integrative and Instrumental Bachelor Investment, the English Learner Motivation of Indonesian Senior High School Students. Considered important for global competitiveness like Asian Economic Society, the English proficiency of Indonesian students is unfortunately not satisfactory yet. This condition is one of which to the teacher's professionalism and students' motivation for English learning. The motivation of students many because they have not found how to identity, thrive and sustain it. Of the variation student of motivation and changes is AFL practice in this Indonesia context. The survey and interview study employs a mixed method. Quantitative data were obtained from questionnaires adapted from lab and analyzed by both descriptive and imperative statistics to identify student language learner motivation and influence of sales in employing English learner motivation. Meanwhile, observed from document analysis, student assessment, and the teacher interview. Credit data were analyzed on their basic. The triangulation of this data surface is the basic question student language learning motivation which becomes the reference of developing GDMSC model or project. For more conclusive finding, the study also provides some suggestion. First, in adult yield more confident agreement. Future studies should include observation so that more can real classroom discourse can be provided. Second, the study should also compare the participants with those from other provinces of Indonesia with different social culture background so that more focused finding of Indonesian student English learning motivation and investment can be identified more clearly. That's all my presentation. If I have many mistakes, I'm sorry. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.